and enjoy Halloween, guys.
Peace and love, y'all.
Bye.
Welcome to Side Dish. We are more than an appetizer when it comes to pop culture and fun. We are the whole meal. I'm Claudia Jordan. I got my guys, Tanner Thomason and Headkrack here with me. How are y'all doing tonight, fellas?
Survived Halloween.
What was that?
Survived? You get trick-or-treaters?
Yo, the crazy thing is, like, with Halloween falling on a Friday as it did, you would have thought that the neighborhood would have been beyond popping. Like, I usually gauge Halloween by how many kids almost hit with my car. Just 2 this year. Just 2. Like, there's been other years where it was way more. And I don't know what the hell is going on. Maybe people realize that there's only like 7 types of candy you'll get as you go from house to house. Because everyone's selling the same combo packs.
That's true. And did you guys peep the price of candy? I was like at the supermarket getting my food. And I'm like, oh, Halloween. Let me grab 2 bags. I'm thinking like maybe $6 to $8 a bag. $13.99 for a small bag of like treats. I had like small peanut butter cups and like Snicker bars and like Kit Kats. So I bought 2 bags, $26, almost $28. And only like 5 or 6 kids came by. I was trying to give every kid so much. Like, there's a thing now that my neighbors told me that you have to register your house now to let it be known that that's a house that kids can go to. So all the fun has been taken out of Halloween. I thought you just turn a light on and people knew that they can go to that house.
That's crazy.
Yeah, times have changed. They've changed. Usually I also have one of those houses that has like all the scary stuff that jumps out at you. And we put all this time and energy into this giant Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. And he got a hole in his back. Like the day before Halloween. So when I came out, he was just draped over the car. Like he was like, like hugging it. So we had to put him away. And like, I don't think too many people came to our house either. And now we're stuck with all this extra candy.
See, I think that's why kids today aren't like they're not going to grow up into stable, well-adjusted adults like ourselves because they're missing on so many rites of passage by like just the times now. Like Halloween was a big deal. I had an adult dress up and try to really play it off. I said, "It's fine, just come get this candy." They try to explain. I'm like, just come on, just knock it off.
But what's the last candy that made you say, "Oh snap" when you got it? Like when you was going door to door.
What was the last candy?
The last candy, it was like, oh, snap, one of these. Because it seems like everybody's getting the same type of candy over and over again.
There's very few new candies. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Nerd Ropes was the last new candy. And they were mind-blowing when they came out. But that's been like 20 years.
At this point, I would like the old school candies. Like, I would be more impressed if like someone had like the Pop Rocks, the candy cigarettes, the gum cigarettes, Razzles. The gum cigars. I love a throwback candy. I think the new candies have nothing on the old school candy
at all. Bring back Chico sticks. It's pretty much Butterfinger without the chocolate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I'm also just thinking now, it's like when I get a house, I'm going to find candy cigarettes and just do nothing but give out candy cigarettes. That's going to be the only candy I give out.
Yo, go to the cigarette house down in the corner. Got the spokes. Well, last week we showed you some of our Halloween looks from your favorite celebs, and folks love those. But some celebs' costumes are really scary and not in that fun way this lap. Let's get into it. Now, first up, we got supermodel Winnie Harlow. She transformed into the late Whitney Houston and recreated this iconic Whitney BET Awards show moment.
To my Nippy Inc. family, Donna, Lynn, Pat, Lori, Shelly, Aaliyah, Rose, Brian, Darren, and Ulysses, thank you for holding down the fort. Ha 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 ha. Lastly, hey, wait! That's mine! That's mine! Let me handle this. You better chill. You better lay low.
Wow. Now, folks thought it was a little insensitive because Whitney's no longer here, and Whitney's behavior was very animated in this clip. And Winnie made a long post and said, in part, that My video wasn't mocking Whitney. This clip has always been one of my favorite moments of hers. Iconic. If all you see Whitney is her struggles, you're missing her charisma, humor, talent, personality, and wit. That is what should always be highlighted.
Okay.
She nailed the looks.
She crushed it.
Yeah, like super crushed it.
Paid attention to details, like every little detail, makeup, everything. The other video, her makeup, her eyes look just like hers.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that one because it's like that's not what she was like on drugs or anything. Allegedly, like she
The
looked
hell
like
you say?
Huh?
I said,
What?
the hell you say?
Well, I don't.
What? Yeah.
I don't know anymore. Shoot. All right. Then Love and Hip Hop's Bobby Lights broke out his tighty whities and boots to recreate Lil Nas X's late night walk on the LA streets that caused Nas to get arrested and entered.
Go ahead, babe. You better not be late to the party, bitch. You better not be late to the party, bitch. God damn. I'm serving ass, I'm serving face, I'm serving rich, bitch. Ah! Yes, honey. Ooh, zoom, da, 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 da. Ow! Sean Bacon taught me that one. Don't miss the party tonight, girl. Why are you still here? You need to be telling everybody about the party, girl. What's your problem? I'm that and you're mad. Didn't I tell you to put the phone down? Uh-oh. Someone's gonna have to pay for that. Give me that phone so I can throw it. I want to throw it far, far away so you never find it. No, go ahead, babe. No. Go ahead,
Even
babe.
got the detail of the locations.
Yeah.
Put the phone down.
Yeah.
I mean,
You're making fun of somebody who had a mental episode.
like, yeah, Lil Nas did end up in prison or, in jail this night. That aside, he crushed that performance.
He loves Lil Nas X. He's been very public about his crush of Lil Nas X, and he meaning Bobby Light. Like he's put it out there, like he's like kind of was campaigning for his attention. So I'm not surprised he was him for Halloween because he really loves Lil Nas X.
Yeah, I think it was who was it that just had that comment? I was going to read it, and the one right before Unique here saying, "Glad he didn't darken his skin." Okay, thank you. And then, but also talking about Halloween is supposed to be outrageous, and I get that. I get that. Like people are supposed to you're wearing costumes, and you're referencing different things. Justin Harris here talking about real talk. He bodied that, but it's the same situation of Whitney. If we're on the subject about mental instability, and I think. There's a point to be made there. Is it okay to dress up as somebody when it appears that they're going through a situation like that?
I mean, well, I will say about the young lady Winnie Harlow, okay, she did reenact the award ceremony thing, but you also got that I Want to Dance with Somebody look that she recreated too, and there didn't seem to be anything wrong during that era.
Yeah,
she just wanted to dance with someone, and she nailed that look. But I think it was just, I could see where people could forge the argument. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. I was mentally ill play people on Halloween. I was Sarah Palin one year. One year I was Donald Trump. One year I was Geraldo Rivera, Joan Rivers. I've done that. I poked fun. So I really can't sit and be a hypocrite. But, if you like the person, it's taboo. If you don't like him, it's like, that was great. So that's just how it is.
Yeah. So
I want
this
to
next
see
one,
the Geraldo one. I gotta
yeah,
see the
we would like to see that for sure.
It was terrible.
Yeah. So this next one, I feel like is even pushing it a little further. Julia Fox, Kanye's ex, she dressed up as Jacqueline Kennedy, wearing the blood-soaked pink suit to represent the day of President Kennedy's assassination. Here are the photos. Julia's claim is that she's paying homage to Jackie's decision to keep the clothes on after the assassination, saying it's a statement on trauma, power, and how femininity itself is a form of resistance. And just to the whole point about her keeping the clothes on, and I had to look this up today because I wasn't super familiar with it. After John F. Kennedy was shot and after he was assassinated, Lyndon Johnson was sworn in as president. And I guess the first lady, maybe it's customary if they're there to stand next to the president as he's being signed in. And evidently they wanted her to change out of the clothes that she was wearing with John's blood on them. But she said, no, I want them to see what they have done. And so she stood next to Lyndon Johnson as he's being sworn in, which in and of itself is an extremely powerful thing. But I don't really know what Julia's doing here.
I didn't realize it was the same day.
Yeah.
I think this was very tacky, but this is Julia Fox. I'm not surprised. Everything she does is tacky. These are not the views of Foxhole or a side dish. It's the views of me. She gets on my goddamn nerves with this. Everything is so attention seeking. Like, and then to put this fake reverse engineered statement out, oh, it was about to show power and get the hell out of here with this nonsense. I'm so sick of this girl's 50 minutes. And I don't know why she hasn't been canceled when other people have been canceled for far less offensive things. This was not cute. You didn't rock it. You didn't eat that. It was whack. It was tacky. And I just think she's insane. And she's riding out this Kanye's ex thing. Girl, you were with him for a couple months, forever. Like, we're never going to hear the end of it. Kanye, I blame you for this. This is your fault. This is your fault.
Yeah, we have Kanye to thank for this. Julia,
you bought her extra 5 minutes. Did y'all see the Tasha K. Krishan Rock outfit though? Like, people actually talk about that.
I saw that. She was also slandering me, saying that I was Donald Trump's side chick because he took a clip from me saying that he tried to get at me before. So Tasha K. Anyways,
let them know. Gotta let them know.
These hoes. Hoes. Hoes.
I don't have a good photo of it, but my girlfriend and I went as Indiana Jones and Short Round, and she dressed as Short Round, and she is Asian, and so there was a particularly bit of comedy there that we got a big kick out of. I'll send you guys the photo of the group chat.
Oh, I gotta see it. Okay.
Wait, did you guys not dress up as anything?
Nah, as advertised on the Friday show, I came as disgruntled dad. Like, yo, man, like, because the kids, like, they split up. They didn't want to do the same thing this time, so I had to go over here and then go run and do this other thing. It was whack, man. It was whack.
Yeah.
I dressed up as a middle-aged cat woman, and I just watched documentaries of my cats on the park. That's what I.
Oh, I thought you had the Halle Berry outfit on and like was just out and about answering the door for the 5 kids that came.
Yeah.
This is my outfit. This was the same. It's this. Exactly.
Andrea K here says, I don't really care for Julia Fox, but it's Halloween, not Christmas. It's supposed to be gross, sexy, stupid, funny, whatever. And yeah, I'm sure there are a lot of people who feel that way as well. Julia Fox being one of them, maybe.
Julia Fox, go away, please. Please go away. All right. Speaking of going away, massive job cuts hit CBS this past weekend. And one man claimed only the Black employees lost their job in the news division. But then the streets started hearing that Gayle King, who hosts CBS this morning, may be out of a job as well. Let's hear what Gayle told TMZ. Check this out.
Good morning, Miss King. Nice
Good
to
morning,
see you.
Tiffany.
How are you? So
Good to
it
see
was
you.
very, very shocking to see those reports yesterday. We're all wondering if you might be going in another direction. Do you have an answer as of yet?
No, all I can say is this. From what I'm being told inside this building, take a shot, 524 West 52nd Street. All I've been told by everybody in this building is that they want me here. They like the job I'm doing. I like the job I'm doing. I'll say this. I like the job and the people that I work with. So I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you about it. But what I'm hearing in the building is not what I'm reading in the press. And what I'm not going to do is negotiate in the media. Not doing that.
All right. Do you have an idea like what things might look like in May if the show's going in another direction?
I have no idea.
No idea.
All I know is I am here. I am here and glad to be here.
I'm happy to see that, Miss
Bye,
King.
Tiffany.
Shout out to her wig because it was quite windy and it held its ground. Do we think Gayle is going to be let go? Or if so, what should she do next? What do you think?
I mean, she's one of those people, if she does get let go, she could bounce back. It's Gayle King, you know what I mean? Oprah's bestie, you know what I'm saying? Membership has its privileges. I think she'll be okay, but I did see the post that the a lot of the a couple of the Black employees posted that, about being let go, and it all goes back to a lot of this DEI stuff. the slow trickle down of this, that, and the third. And, and I literally got off a call a little while ago with, somebody from a very prominent organization who they're like doing something for arts and culture. And DI has costed them $100 million out of their infrastructure. And now they're like, yo, what are we going to do? We had this guarantee and now it's gone. And, we got to take a stand, whether it's like boycotting certain networks, continue to boycott certain stores and products, and stand down on it. Don't just do it for a week. You got to lean all the way into it. A year.
I've been following this CBS. I used to work at CBS years ago, and I've kind of been following this story a little bit over the last couple of weeks. And if anybody really wants to nerd out and like get into the weeds on this, it's kind of an interesting story because CBS was recently purchased by Skydance Media. Skydance Media is run by a guy named David Ellison. His father is a billionaire, and he is essentially a billionaire now himself. And so they purchased Paramount, and then they've purchased CBS. And one of the things that they're doing at CBS right now is they've hired a woman named Bari Weiss. She used to have her own news outlet called The Free Press. And CBS is about to go through an entire news rebranding. And part of this, I'm sure, is why many of these people are losing their jobs. And so when you think about our classic medias, we know which way Fox leans. CBS historically has leaned the other way. We would like to think that they're somewhere in the middle, but that's where CBS has leaned. And so with Ellison purchasing CBS, purchasing the Free Press, Bari Weiss is being installed as the new head of news for CBS. And so what we should probably expect is CBS in the coming time to sort of come a little right in terms of how it covers things. And my thought, I don't think that they would let Gayle go. I think she's too big in the brand. My question is if she's going to want to stay.
It's really sad that the media used to be liberal and open to all, and now it's being totally hijacked by their extreme right. CNN, I was watching today, totally Fox News light at this point. MSNBC's they're getting rid of a lot of black hosts, and the messaging and the people they have on. I'm a political nerd. It's really sad that we're going to have just one side represented in the media, and I would hope that CBS does not do this. So yeah.
It's going to be really interesting because one of the other things that they talk about, which is so funny because it's related to what we do, but CBS also has Entertainment Tonight, which is like a legacy program, still winning Emmys. Happy for my friends over there who are doing it. But my understanding is that they think that there might be less in entertainment journalism than there was years ago. And so I've been watching it wondering if a legacy show like that is going to survive. I hope it does. But when someone comes around and they shake the tree, whole networks change.
Damn, I wish I would have tracked one of these young basketball players that was trying to hit on me in the late 90s, early 2000s. I don't have to work.
It's never too late. You can still go out there. The product is good.
Yeah, we got faith in you.
Up. You got
faith in you, Claudia. All right.
Help me.
Oh, also, we got to do real quick. Oh, big shout out to Sherri Shepherd. You guys, she got her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Sherri is the best. She is the nicest person ever. Tyler Perry was there, spoke with her. Niecy Nash was there. We love Sherri. She's one of the real ones. And so super big shout out. Congratulations to Sherri Shepherd.
Yo, and the other day, she also won Halloween, man. She was Steve Urkel and bought Reginald Vell Johnson and Anne Marie Jones, I think it was the woman's name who played the mom on Family Matters, Anne Marie Payton. And yo, man, and she nailed it. The physical comedy of it all.
Oh,
and
it was beautiful.
She deserves all these accolades, man.
Congrats, Sherri. So happy for you. What a life. Like, she's really getting her just due. She really is.
Hell yeah.
So happy.
Well, we need to take our just due break so we can keep our jobs here. We'll be back in 2 minutes. And any basketball players with some bad knees and good money, I'll let you, girl.
There's a blow.
Oh, for sure.
Welcome back to Side Dish, and it's time for wait for it. Take that. Now, from red carpets to the rec yard, the diddler who has stepped out as the new kid on the block, or should we say new kid on the yard, was photographed at Dick's, not Sporting Goods, Fort Dick's Federal Correctional Facility.
Wow.
And this is the first time he's been taken up, people took a picture of him. Wow, yeah. It's a little grainy.
That's I just want to say kudos to you for that one. That was so good.
Thank you, sir. It was the least offensive thing I could say.
I mean, he seems like, I would think he'd, there's the smile. Yeah, because he is in Fort Dix, so I'm sure he's pretty happy.
Oh. Yo, it's crazy how the guy in the middle picture, who that look like? Y'all say it. Y'all
Rick
say
Ross?
it. Yeah, it's giving Suge Knight vibes.
Wow.
Yeah, so let's just say Fort Dix is far from staging lights and VIP passes, but Diddy was seen chatting with the fellow inmates. He seemed to be in good spirits. I mean, the best one could be under the circumstances, and he even has a gig on the inside. What do you think that gig is? Wrong answers only. 3, 2, 1. Yo, he has a gig on the inside, washing, drying, and folding laundry.
Wow.
When do you think the last time Sean Puffy Combs was doing his own laundry? Let alone
90s.
other people's.
Early 90s, mid the latest. He hasn't done laundry in a long time. But yeah, he could be his true self in there, though. You know what I mean?
His
Take
true
that,
self?
take that.
Could be a spectator, too.
What's interesting is, like, now that he's in there, we should be able to send him mail, right? Like, could we mail him some lotion? Could we mail him
Some
his
baby
things?
oil, maybe? Some baby
Yeah.
oil? He likes baby
Yeah.
oil. We know that.
I don't
You
know
can
if they
mail
treat it like airport rules where it's like 3 ounces or less, or if you
Mhm.
can go with the big life-size 16-ounce bottle of baby oil, because you just need just a
Tanner,
bottle.
what would you like to send Diddy? Should we?
Well,
Is it
no, I
some-
was just thinking, like, maybe he might like, he might like some baby oil. He might like, what are things that would make him popular with the other guys? I mean, he's going to be popular no matter what. He's Puff Daddy. They remember him,
say
Go ahead.
any kind of lubricants.
What do you think he's telling them about that? Yo, he walks in there and they like that on day one, slow motion, boom, boom. These guys are like, is that Puff Daddy? What do you think he told them he was in for? They're like, yo, Puffy, what happened? He's like, I shot someone. They're like, oh, I knew it. Because he certainly wasn't like, well, I was flying prostitutes around and organizing orgies.
I mean, I feel like he probably could use the leverage of who he is to, like, entertain people. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure he got stories about everybody. I'm sure he's hearing like 1994 quality freestyles from inmates who have been in there for quite some time.
Yeah.
It's making the band Prison Edition in real time.
That could be a great show, though. Like, he could be like the Simon Cowell of, like kind of like American Idol, but like Prison Idol. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I'm sure everyone's going to be trying to pitch him. Yeah, you're right. He's going to be hearing like lower level, like hip hop, like, I don't know, mixtapes. They're going to be banging on the desk and all that.
Little table beats.
Yes. Don't you? When somebody beatboxes in front of me or like sings live, it makes me so uncomfortable. Or freestyle, and I'm like, I didn't ask for this.
There's one guy in there who knows that he's going to be a rapper when he gets out. And the day Puffy walked in there, he was like, yes. And he's, he is rapping for Diddy every single day.
Yeah.
He's like, you a bad boy? Me too. He's getting all of it. And for anyone who cares, Fort Dix is a low security facility located in New Hanover Township. And over the years, the prison has had people like Joe Giudice and Farmer Bro Martin Scarelli. So, you don't necessarily have the worst of the worst. It's not like axe murderers in there. It's people who've done newspaper quality crimes. But
also, can we get that photo up real quick just for a second? Like, where did this photographer camp out, and what kind of lens did they use to get this photo? Like, that Diddy's on the other side over there. That man looks like pixels. Like, they are zoomed all the way in.
People look so different when they're in prison and they don't have like the Beijing and the hair pieces and all that. Like, he's gonna look so old when he gets out of there.
Yeah, man, I was shot with an iPhone 7.
Yep.
All right. Funny Marco got a few laughs on the Breakfast Club when he told them he regrets breaking things off with the mother of his child because she put him on child support after, and it made it difficult for him to see his daughter. Now he encourages others to cheat respectfully, of course. Charlemagne quickly disagreed, and Marco quickly pulled his card. Take a look at this.
They said it's cheaper to keep her. Sometimes if you do some, just make sure she don't find out.
Well, listen,
No.
this honestly,
I'm talking to the community that need to learn.
Kelly's brothers don't cheat. Black men don't cheat.
They do. You
Unless it's on
cheated.
white women. What?
Hey, yo.
You cheated.
Yes, I was a black boy. That's the difference. I was a black boy.
and a man.
How old was you
I've
when you
grown
cheated?
up-
He's this
I'm sorry,
man.
how old was you when you cheated?
Marco, you're
Yeah, exactly. No, what the fuck is all this now? No, what the is all that? No.
But no, it's not about the age. It's about the mindset.
You're not no,
No,
it's about the
that's what he
mindset.
said. You can be in your early 30s
You can tell
and
the
be
police that
immature.
I'm a little boy. I'm breaking into somebody's car. I'm a little boy right now.
Yeah, you can be in your early 30s and still be immature. I was an immature
All right,
little
so
boy.
let a 50-year-old break in your car and stealing your shit anyway. I'm a boy still. I'm still learning.
Oh,
But here's the moral of the
What
story.
is
Cheating
that?
is not good, and I can
Right.
promise you that when I
But you got to do it to learn. Sometimes you got to hurt people to understand sometimes that you know how that feel. And when you
I
get with
wasn't
somebody,
trying
you
to
gotta
hurt
go
my
through that.
wife now.
Wow. All right. Is it cheaper to keep her? In Marco logic, do we think he's right about staying in the relationship to make things easier, but getting a little on the side to take the edge off? What do y'all think? Or was Charlemagne right?
I think they're both speaking to their path in life. You know what I mean? Like, I think Charlemagne is probably going to have a lot more opportunities to cheat than Marco will. And you know, he ran. Yeah, I agree. He ran through that. You know, that phase of his life, and he's like, now, like, yo, listen, I value the thing I have at home more than I value the things that are out there in the streets. So I think Charlemagne's answer was commiserate of his path in life, and Marco probably still has some living to do. He's newly famous.
Yeah, it's interesting. Because I don't think it's weird. I'm not sure that, like, you kind of like what you mentioned. I'm not sure that either one of those answers are wrong. You know, like, Charlemagne's been very open about the amount of growth that he's gone through and therapy and like his sort of self-work. And so his identifying of like that being a thing that a boy does, like, I understand that language coming out of his mouth. That makes sense. And then finally, Marco, like, when he said the thing about you need to hurt somebody to understand, you know, how that feels or to be hurt. I'm paraphrasing his words. I don't remember exactly what he said, but that was also a thing where I was like, yeah, once you've been hurt a couple times and you go, oh, I don't want to do that to someone else. And so it's like, I don't know. I feel like they're both right in a weird way. Now, also at a certain point, you get less slack. Like, no, like, I hope you do the work on yourself in your 50s if you haven't done it yet, but people are going to expect that you already have.
Mm-hmm. You good sonically?
I can hear y'all now.
Right, cool.
Sorry.
So what did you think?
I don't know. What y'all say?
Oh,
A bunch of great stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna get a Pulitzer for what we just did. Now, the short version is, like, I feel like Charlemagne and Marco's perspective is from their walks that they had in life. Charlemagne's had more opportunity to color outside the lines. He's made his mistakes, and he values the thing that's at home. You know, you have to get popped on the hand and risk losing the thing that you love the most in order to straighten up, do the right thing. You know what I mean? And I think because Marco is newly famous, and by newly famous, last 5-10 years, right? I don't think he's had those opportunities yet, and he hasn't had that risk of losing that thing yet. He still has a little bit of growing to do in that department, I feel, maybe.
I do like that Charlemagne does it, like, see the error in his ways, because some people just keep on going and they are boys for the rest of their lives. And I do like him saying that. And I do like having that conversation with another man. We need to see more of that, like men holding other men accountable and saying, no, like, that's not the way. So I'm all for that. That was cute.
I do think it's one of those things where it's like, when Marco was talking about, like, if you're going to cheat, make sure they don't find out and don't tell them. And that was the point in the conversation that Charlemagne jumped in on him. I don't think that's the right perspective. The idea that, like, I'm going to cheat on someone and keep the secret. I think it is like the stability and the truth and the honesty in a relationship that makes it worthwhile. And so that would be a thing, I don't know, that I would bet in a few years he looks back on and is like, I don't feel that way anymore.
Men and women are wired so differently. Like, once I sleep with somebody else, I don't want the other guy, like my original guy. But men, I guess, y'all can dip it in, dip it out, take it out like oil stick. And I think it's more mental for us and more physical for men. I know I'm speaking very general, of course, but yeah.
I mean, but I definitely see where you're coming from. And like, I think some people are more tapped into their emotions than other people. And some people look at it as a recreational activity, like putting your foot in the shoe.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Lamont saying it right here. You won't cheat if you don't want to hurt that person. It ain't love, it's respect too. Yeah, that's the part of it. It's the choice. Love is the choosing. It is the choosing every day to be in that relationship.
But it's
I don't
also
like
the
that.
options.
It's also the
Options.
option.
I don't like enough people to cheat. I'm like, if I find one person that I like, I'm just gonna stick with that one because to find two people I like at the same time, no, it's not happening.
You've never, ever been in that position. Ever.
Back in the 90s, maybe, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, late 90s, early 2000s. Yeah, it's usually rare for me to like somebody.
It's good to be so like. So, yeah.
All right. What are we doing? We're doing this. We're getting this story in. We're going to. Okay, cool. So, man, this is crazy. Ridiculousness has been canceled, you guys. MTV has been facing real serious financial trouble, major corporate shakeups. It's going all over. But we're still blown away that the show that has been keeping the lights on is finally over after 14 years and 46 seasons. Ridiculousness has been canceled. Rob Dyrdek's Ridiculousness wasn't just a hit. It was literally the only thing MTV aired for a long time. Comedian Kev on Stage was not just shocked about the longevity of the show, but then he learned about how much Rob was making.
Rob Dyrdek was getting $32.5 million a year to host Ridiculousness. 61,000 episode hosting, 21,000 EP fee for 336 episodes a year. If they picked that show up for 2028 and 2029, he would have got $45 million a year. That's probably why they just canceled Ridiculousness after 14 years and 7.8 billion episodes aired. Rob, brother, you hit the lick of a lifetime. I'm not mad at you. Jealous of you. Proud, inspired. You found the golden ticket. He was skating, and then he skated his way to 32.5 million USD a year to do what I do for TikTok. Gave me $32 one time. He just be like, ha, that's crazy. Next video. Even crazier. Next video. Oh, crazy. All right, tally up that 32.5. Hasta la vista, baby.
Wow.
Yeah. Part of the way he got that deal was being the executive producer, which goes to show you, if it's your idea, you can get paid a couple times on it.
Man,
32. He got paid more than Gayle King to talk about videos where people fall on their face.
Yeah, he's not even doing the heavy lifting.
Nope.
The people in the videos are. And then, and I can only imagine if he was making $32 million, what was Stilo Brim and Chanel West Coast getting to do that show? Like,
was just moving the videos
on this live stream.
Yeah,
They're probably getting slightly more than we're getting here.
No. I'm sure
$7 billion an episode.
Wow.
Multi-million-dollar operation, like I say. Okay.
Yeah, this multi-million-dollar man.
They call us the Carter of television.
Am I the Chanel West Coast of side dish? I'm always just like,
You are. Can you rap for us?
no, absolutely not. Oh my gosh.
Damn.
Well, to break we go.
You have 24 answers. Fox and Fox, you have 24 hours to respond to these. Welcome back. All right, y'all. Vogue UK writer Shantae Joseph dropped an article asking, is having a boyfriend embarrassing now? And the men's ain't happy about it. Check this out.
Online is that there are a lot of women posting their boyfriends, their husbands, and like cropping out the face entirely. Every angle of the man was just like completely obscured. And I was just like, why are people doing this? It's so weird. For some reason, it's like you want privacy, but you still want the sort of like social clout that comes with being in a relationship. And I was like really wanting to get into why people are doing that. So then I just started asking a bunch of women, and the responses I got back were insane. And there was like an interesting subsect of women who were just like, being with a man, period, is embarrassing. And then I really wanted to get into that because I thought that's what's really interesting. Oh, the men have like, it's been a mixture. Some men have been like, I hear what she's saying. I agree collectively as men, we need to do better. And, but those aren't the most vocal voices. I think there are a lot of men being just kind of outraged and saying things like, this is why you're going to be alone and this is why no one wants you and you're just angry and you're mad and you're bitter and you're jealous. A lot of that, I think a lot of men probably feel a bit, I guess worried or threatened that if being seen with a man is embarrassing, what does it mean for them? And I think they worry about that and they project that on me. If being with a man now is embarrassing, then collectively men need to just step up.
All right, so basically her Vogue piece highlights hetero women who are shifting from boyfriend obsessed to more soft launching relationships, posting a mysterious hand and not showing their man's face, etc. And she thinks some reasons for the shift are a growing backlash against lame boyfriend content on social media, fear or jealousy ruining relationships, men who flat out embarrass them by cheating, and overall, she feels like some women still want the social perks of being partnered, just not being defined by it, where your whole life is not about you being somebody's woman. What do y'all think about the shift? And do you have reservations about posting your significant other?
I mean, well, I think we should start with you, Claudia, because being a woman, do you agree with what she's saying? Like, is posting that person bad for business? Or, you know what I'm saying? Because like I know, some people also operate in the narrative of like, I don't want nobody to see my sponsor, or I don't want the person, like I don't want to have to delete these pictures if the relationship don't work out. Like, how does it fall in your square?
I get it if you're dating someone that's a sponsor, which I have never done that. So I get you don't want to show that old hairy back man that is probably married to someone else. So you're embarrassed because you're basically a prostitute. Okay, I understand that. So let's just put those aside. As far as relationships, my last relationship, I did not post him, and the one before that, I posted him all over the place, and we went on a TV show, but we ended up fine. Where we're still really good friends. But for the ones that do embarrass you, like it can be like that, and people seem to like with social media, people will like if you show your man too much on social media, and it's like goals and lovey-dovey, there's always someone that's going to be like rooting against you, or when it ends, they're happy, or if they cheat on you, nobody wants to be embarrassed. So I get like the not posting until you're sure. I've met a couple people in the last year or two that there was interest, but I'm glad I didn't jump out there and say anything because like it didn't if it doesn't work out, you just feel stupid, and people like to kind of laugh at other people's pain. And yeah, when it's right and that person's like not going to embarrass you, then I say be proud of who you're with. But I get it. Because it's hard out in these streets. It's super hard in these streets. That's why I just get kittens.
It's so tricky. There's like, I feel like, there's always some sort of response to what was ever like a popular sort of content. Like things come around, right? And I remember a few years ago, the most popular thing that I feel like a lot of women were doing, women in relationships were doing on social media is that post that looks something like this. Right, where like the boyfriend's holding the hand and they're like looking back at him on the beach or whatever, where it was like the boyfriend was kind of like a content accessory, if that makes any sense. Like we saw a lot of those posts for a long time. And I think this might just be like pushing back against that and reclaiming themselves as an individual. Like if everything that you post is about your boyfriend, then a lot of people are going to get tired of looking at it. Maybe the engagement's not there anymore. It's like, is this all you're about? Is just like being in a relationship? Do you not have any other layers?
And not to be, and I hope this doesn't come off as a male bashing thing, because I also think the same thing with men as well. Like, I don't think your whole identity should be tied up into who you're with, because if you're not married right now, you have broken up with 100% of the people you've been with. Okay, it's ended. So like, you may get out of that. And I think you should have other interests and like not make that person your everything until you're ready to make that commitment. I think, boyfriends and girlfriends, things go left and people are too happy to be happy about your pain. So I'm all for pulling back on social media. Y'all won't know who I'm with until my second or third wedding anniversary. So yeah.
Okay, being cautious. Sometimes I hope Kelly and Mark do break up just so I can see how the dynamics of that show change.
Oh, wow. What a show. What a show. The ratings would go through the roof.
Yo, I ain't never watched a whole episode a day of my life, but I'd be there every morning like.
And what if they take a break and they bring Amy Robach and TJ in?
Oh wow.
Come in to co-host.
It's
I would
all
watch
possible.
Yeah, give them a show.
I feel like that's who's going to replace Gayle.
Yo.
Wow.
Wow.
I'd watch that.
Wow. Yeah, big facts. All
He
right,
knows
moving on. We will.
He knows
Okay. Where are we going? Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh. All right. So y'all remember that movie Project X? It was about a house party, but imagine that, except it's spooky. Something straight out of a movie. So a massive Halloween house party in Woodland Hills, which is just outside of Los Angeles, got shut down by the police. You're not going to believe how big this party was. Take a look at it.
Wow, packed house there. Breaking overnight in Woodland Hills, a massive house party, as you can see there, shut down by the LAPD. Witnesses say thousands of people showed up to this house party. You can see from the video just how packed it was. The person who hosted the party allegedly sold tickets online, charging people $35 a head to attend. Police responded after dozens of calls about noise, kids in the street, and trash being thrown on cars. There are reports that an unconscious person was found outside of the party in the street. We are still working to confirm that detail this morning, and we will bring you any updates as we get them.
That had to be a great time. That had to be an awesome party.
Man, the FOMO for me is real. Like, I want to go as an adult. I want to go to a party like that with other adults that get shut down. I want choppers. I want 4-star Grand Theft Auto threat level warnings above the screen, like the whole kit and caboodle, man. Party to the edge of death.
$35 a head. Whose yard was that big to accommodate 1,000 people, however many there were? They got paid. And yeah,
that's the thing. $35 a head. There were thousands of people there. Like, come on, that's 35. They might have made $40K throwing that party. Also, I used to live in Woodland Hills. I don't know any place in Woodland Hills with a yard that big.
Probably just like a cemetery, right?
Maybe.
Sometimes I'm like, why? Like, if there was no violence and no one got hurt, like, okay, noise is annoying, but there's certain things. It was a Friday night. You expected a Halloween. Sometimes people just let people live. Let them make their money. Too many Karens.
Oh, there was that one unconscious person. But
yeah,
I mean, it's LA. That's great, actually.
Yeah, only one, honestly, is great. Like, let's be real.
Like I say to my best friend Annie all the time, but did you die? Like, did you die? No one died. It's fine. It's fine. And they would have had no dose. They would have been fine. They would have lasted all through.
No dose. Yes.
Yo, real quick, let me shout out Sam Smith in the chat who said, "I know I'm high because I've never made a chicken sandwich before." Congratulations. Like that is, you've achieved a certain level, bro.
This was Sam Smith?
Yeah.
Sam, please tell us how good. Describe the sandwich in detail, and then tell us how good it is.
Chicken sandwich or chicken salad sandwich? That's two different.
That changes everything. It really does. What's the wildest party that y'all went to, like where like the cops were called?
I threw on with my ex-boyfriend. He had a mansion. He was like losing his house. So before he left, we got tents set up, and I wanted to make it the urban version of a Playboy mansion. When I tell you, the crowd was so beautiful. Everybody came in lingerie, and everybody was on Molly and drunk. It was so fun. Oh my God. Not me, though. I was just the host.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to go to commercial break. I've got a lot of FOMO about that party. We'll see you guys in 2 minutes with the question of the day.
All the...
Side dish, it is time for the question of the day. And allow us to paint the scene for you, right? Now, you've been living with your boyfriend for 3 years, right? You split the rent every single month. $17.50 from you, $17.50 from him, and the bills are paid. Life is good. And you think you're building together. And one day you find out he owns the apartment. Yup, you've been paying rent on your man's mortgage. He's been building equity and you've been building character. Now, what would you do if you found out your partner owned the place that you've been paying rent on?
Wait, Claudia, are you frozen? I thought you were frozen for a second. You're just loading?
I was looking at you because I thought you had a smirk on your face, like maybe this hit close to home or something. I felt like there's something there with you.
No, I don't know. Mortgage isn't free, and you're gonna have to pay for a roof somewhere, unless because we're talking about boyfriend. We're not talking about marriage. Even I mean, like. What it's like are you trying to be a pet in his house and not contribute anything? What are we talking about here?
A pet. I feel you. If the house was paid off and you're just collecting from your partner, that's kind of raggedy because we should both benefit from that. But if there's still a mortgage that needs to be paid, there's nothing wrong with this, ladies and gentlemen. Like there's no free rides, okay? If he has a mortgage and it's $17.50 each. That's like you said, Tanner, you have to pay rent somewhere else. That's still cheaper than getting your own place. So yeah, it's one thing if it's already been paid off and you're paying him. But if he still has a mortgage, then you're an adult. You're an adult. You need to be paying for something.
I mean, I definitely agree with the chip in, get in where you fit in situation. But if you're doing it under the pretense that it's like classic rent, where you are not building any equity, you're just, paying the bill because it's due, and you actually have the opportunity to maybe even get added on the mortgage so you could build some equity within your situation. And I know that's a difficult thing to do with a person if y'all just dating, depending on the severity of the relationship. Like, I don't know, maybe y'all been together for a year and you don't know how they act all 4 seasons, and maybe y'all might break up in 4 months. Who knows? But, at least be transparent. Like, hey, this is what half the mortgage is.
Yeah. To me, the biggest red flag of this whole situation is that he didn't tell you at the jump, this is my place and I have a loan on it. He doesn't own it yet. He's got a loan on it. So he's paying that mortgage. That's the biggest red flag here. And it's also one of those things, like if he is making so much more money than her and she's like, hey, I can't really afford to live here. I can't afford to pay half. And they work out some kind of deal where it's like maybe her rent is a little lower. Like that's another situation I support because that's what you would most likely be doing in the marriage anyhow, if she continues to work. Like if he's so set up and he's some sort of multimillionaire Jeff Bezos guy, like sure, whatever. But like everybody, there's no free rides.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to work. When the property taxes due, if he'd be like, yo, the rent went up, ma. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Right.
More money.
Yeah. As far as building equity, listen, if it's not your partner that you're building equity in their house, you're building equity for the owner of a building you're paying rent in anyway. So I'd rather it be going towards someone that I'm with. And no, I do not think you deserve part of the equity in the house if you are paying part of the rent with someone. They're the ones that had to pass the credit, have had good credit, put the down payment down, get the house, get approved. Not you. You don't just get to come in. I was with someone that lived with me for a very short amount of time and thought because part of the payment included money that may have gone to taxes that you should have some kind of equity in my house. I said, I know you effing lying. Better get up out of my face with that nonsense.
Yep. Shout out to Jennifer Serrano from the Book of Hell No. It's like, grimy, that's what you get for living in sin. Yeah. A lot of hoes said she checking the paperwork. Yeah. Never happened.
Oh, not one of those.
I think people, especially women, always want a high level of transparency in things because they don't want to be blindsided by facts. So, so the fact that you're doing it under one pretense and the pretense is different, I can understand how some people would look at that as a form of betrayal. Some people would have looked at it like, hey, whether I told you or not, you still would have had to pay it. It is what it is. But, argue amongst yourself in the chat.
Yep.
Get a cat, not a man, y'all. I'm telling you. They never talk back. And they don't want equity.
We got to take a quick 2-minute break. We're going to be back with everybody's favorite game. Whose cousin is it? Maybe not mine this time. We'll see. We're going to find out.
Welcome back, y'all. It's time for everybody's favorite game.
Whose cousin is it?
I want to know. Now, someone's cousin tried to turn mail fraud into a major flex, but fell short into a major flex. Well, but fell short of becoming a billionaire. A 44-year-old man from Brooklyn, New York, allegedly swiped a $1.7 million U.S. Treasury check out of the mail, forged his own name on it, and tried to cash it out like Bezos.
According to authorities, the check cashing culprit pulled up at his bank at Capital One multiple times, making big boy withdrawals totaling a whopping $470,000 before anybody noticed.
But then plot twist, the electronic squad fraud and forgery unit, Nassau County District Attorney, and U.S. Postal Inspectors. Now, listen, when the U.S. Postal Inspectors get involved, you're done. You're done when the U.S. Postal Inspectors come for you. He didn't see them coming. He was arrested and charged with grand larceny and forging a federal instrument. Whose cousin was it?
Okay, so he's 44 from Brooklyn. That could be a little bit of everybody. Mail fraud, Nassau County. I mean, I don't know. It's definitely leaning our cousin. While everything is all crazy in the world, no one's paying attention. Let me try to run this flim flam wham whammy on you real quick. I'm gonna go with our cousin.
I'm going black too, because Brooklyn, the location, the language of this, I'm getting black, but other, like not American black, like
Nigerian, maybe.
It's somewhere. It's somewhere. Greg, they do send me emails. It's somewhere over there.
Okay.
I just want to take a hot second to call out Sam Smith, who says his sandwich tastes really good. But am I correct in that, sir, you made a chicken sandwich with a hot dog bun? That's chaos. That's chaos in the comments right now. I feel like it's my cousin. I'm not really sure why. But I just kind of feel like it's my cousin.
Okay.
Capital One.
Like that.
White people don't go to Capital One. That's us. We're there. We're there in Wells Fargo.
Yeah, once we saw Sam Jackson, what's in your wallet? We was there. All right, as we always do, move that van. Let's go, Mark Lindor.
Surprise.
Oh, he's not other.
Nah, he's like,
that face looks like, but my name was on the check.
Yeah. Oh, y'all tripping. Y'all trying to set a brother up. Sir. Sir.
Yo. Yeah, man. We're back. We're back. We had a rough last week solving these crimes, but we back in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Crockett, Tubbs, and Torres.
Oh my gosh. I'm just going through the comments trying to find this sandwich description, because I'm talking about a chicken hot dog bun sandwich. That's crazy.
Well,
That's
if you
up to you.
chop the breast in half and then like lined it across, I could see how it would work, man. Shout out to you and everybody that's making some high snacks because I
Then
be
add
watching y'all do
lettuce,
that.
tomato, and some like honey mustard to that. That would be amazing.
Ooh.
Honey
Ooh.
mustard. That's the cheat code.
Are you guys like? Was it still a hot dog or is it a sandwich then?
It's kind of a sandwich.